Today is a vegan ice cream making day here, and I've made what is probably the easiest no-churn vegan ice cream ever. Now, I discovered this method when I was catering on a retreat, and I'd soaked a load of dates to make some kind of superfood raw sweet treat, and I didn't end up needing all the dates, so I froze them, yet they'd been soaked. And then when I went to get them sometime later, what I noticed was they didn't freeze in a way that when you squash them, they squish. Now, you would think when you froze something it would be rock hard, but that didn't happen to the dates. And then I was kind of in some sort of daydreaming mode the next evening, and then I suddenly had this epiphany. That would be an excellent thing to put in an ice cream, because I want something to go in the freezer that's not going to go rock solid, or something that you can take out of the freezer and within a short period of time it's really scoopable without having to go through the whole churning process and all of that. And because it's vegan, I'm going to use coconut milk. Now, this coconut milk, and we can get some of these here in the UK, it's pretty much 55% coconut and the rest is water. So that is a high-fat coconut milk, and in order to get ice cream to be really creamy, you're going to have coconut milk with a high fat content. And I've tried with light coconut milk, doesn't really work. The high water content in the coconut milk basically crystallizes the whole ice cream, so it's not such a pleasant experience. It's kind of more like an icy thing. So we're looking for a nice, soft, creamy ice cream, and it's just so insanely easy to make. And I've got different varieties of this, but the base is 2 ingredients. We're talking about dates. You can use any kind of dates, just make sure they're pitted, and coconut milk. So I use 200 grams of dates with 1 can, which is 400 milliliters of coconut milk. That is it. So what I did was I soaked the dates in the coconut milk for a few hours. You can leave it overnight, or you can leave it for at least a few hours. The important thing is that the dates are blendable. And then once I did that, I blended. Now you can do this with a hand blender. Might be a little bit more rustic, which can be really nice as well. Or you can pop it in a food processor or a blender. And then once you've done that, you want to pop it into, say, a loaf tin. I used a glass loaf tin, and I just lined it with parchment paper. Poured that in, and I froze it. You can freeze it for a few hours and it'll be ready, or you can just leave it overnight. And then once you've done that, when you're ready for it, it will be a bit hard when you take it out the freezer, especially if you left it overnight, but just leave it out on the counter 15 minutes and then it should be a nice scoopable consistency. So just use a spoon if you haven't got one of these ice cream things, and then scoop a nice bit out, and then pop it in. Oh, let's see what this is like. Oh. It's got the richness of the coconut coming through, but the dates give it a lovely carameled effect. We could call it caramel ice cream. There are lots of different things you can do with this, and it's just so perfect in the hot weather, and it's a nice treat anytime. This is so good. And the reason I wanted to show you this is because you don't need an ice cream maker. I've never had an ice cream maker. I love to see how simple can I make things? How can I do things in the simplest way possible? And this takes decadence to a whole new level. So we're talking completely vegan, dairy-free. It hasn't even got any refined sugar in it. It doesn't get much simpler than that. If you like this, and you try it, let me know how you get on. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to stay up to date with all the latest, come check my website out, kinders.net, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.